Yeah, brother. Welcome to another episode of the podcast, Stop Crying Poser, live podcast right here on twitch.tv/Ninja Lifestyle every single Friday, right around 3:30 p.m. Pacific time. I'm not prepared today. Then again, I'm never prepared for anything. You can never be too prepared for life, because then it gets boring. Let's shout out everybody in the chat. Ring-a-ting-ting-bing-bing-bing-bing, dumb-a-bomb boy, Guy-Jiz, OG Mickey, TSA Skater, Twiggy Seeds, Ezra Singles, follow him on Instagram, M Brown, 902 Ryder, Benny46 Drift, Princess Schlill. My girlfriend is in the chat. She's supposed to be at work, but she's not working. She's in here. You're fired. And Infamy 14. Appreciate all you guys for being here. Like I said, I'm unprepared. I don't have that many interesting things to talk about, but I would like to begin today's podcast with a trivia question to give you guys a chance to win a free Ninja Lifestyle sticker pack mailed directly to you if you live in the United States, greatest country in the world. The trivia question is as follows. You guys remember the movie The Lion King? And there was a little boy, little boy lion, the son of Mufasa, I think. And his name was Simba. But later in Simba's life, he also had a child. What was Simba's child's name in the movie/series Lion King? TSA says Lion Boy. That is close. That was his nickname. That was his rap name. Twiggy Seed said Kiara. Is that right? That sounds like a girl's name. Because when I just searched it on Google, it was something else. Hold on. You know what? Actually, Lily knows the answer to this, but Kiara sounds right. OG Mickey says Copa. I think Copa is the right answer. So OG Mickey is going to be the winner. 902 Ryder spelled it wrong. Koopa is actually my son that I had. So, you were close, but instead of Simba's child, you named me, Steve's child. Cute, beautiful, sweet baby Koopa. What a good boy. OG Mickey is the winner. I actually don't know anything about the Lion King series. In fact, we're going to talk about that a little bit later. And we'll discuss the Lion King. I just watched it for the first time, the live action one. Speaking of what we're going to be talking about, we're going to be talking about the movie Joker. We're going to be talking about Women's Battle at the Barracks. We're going to be talking about Andy Anderson. New Ninja Lifestyle merchandise and new cake muscle shit coming soon, as well as the local news. OG Mickey does not live in America, so he cannot claim the prize. So you guys, everyone loses. Everyone's a loser now. I get to keep all the stickers. To my greedy self, no. OG Mickey, you can pick someone in the chat, whoever butters you up the most. And at the end of the podcast, or maybe in a few minutes, you can choose somebody, and they will be the winner. Now, let's talk a little bit about Battle at the Barracks women's competition. We talked about it a couple weeks ago, and in today's upload, Friday, I did a little questionnaire. Rather than me talking about it, I just wanted to take this time to read the comments, because I think some of them are going to be hilarious, some of them are going to be hurtful, and some of them might actually teach us a thing or two. I think this would be a fun little exercise for us. So let's go to the comments section. Cool Ass says, more intense games of skate happen at my local skate park from dudes that don't even have sponsors. Now what he's talking about is they got all these chicks together to play games of skate. They have this bracket. The winner probably gets, I don't know, $10,000, $500,000. I don't know what the winner gets. Probably something good. Something nice. But I've heard some pretty hilarious jokes. Somebody told the greatest joke the other day when I was playing video games. They were like, Women's Battle at the Barracks is just going to be like lesbian speed dating. I thought that was fucking hilarious, dude. That is a great joke. But I do want to keep some of the jokes clean. Okay, because whenever you talk about gay people or fucking women skaters or shit like that, you got to keep it clean because it can really get out of hand. It's like a snowball effect. Next. Wait till dudes start identifying as female to enter. Okay. These comments are going to be ridiculous. Keeping it clean. Women's battle at the barracks is literally laughable. Watching battle at the barracks is like watching Lil Wayne versus Lil Wayne. That is pretty fucking funny. I think skating just now is becoming more popular with females. Before this was an anti-social sport that... Okay, I'm going to read it the way this guy wrote it. I was really fucking trying. I was trying to read this and try to figure out what he was trying to say. But I'll read it the way that he wrote it. I think skating just now becoming more popular with females now. Before this was a anti-social sport that's now being brought forth to the public eye. With time, maybe the skill gap won't be as large as skating gets more and more involved with popular culture. Okay, first off, wrong. Skateboarding's been popular for fucking ever. Forever. We had X Games in like 1990. And skateboarding was like the most popular shit. So please, I've said this a million times. Skateboarders love to pretend that they're part of this exclusive subculture. No one understands skaters, bro. Dude, you wouldn't get it. You just walk past a building, you see a ledge, and you just think different, man. Nobody understands it. No, bitch. Everyone in the world skateboarded when they were 13, and then they quit. Okay, it's very few of us that continued forever. Also, on that note, everyone who tries to super nostalgize skateboarding probably is going to quit in the next couple days. Next, Noah says, winning women's battle at the barracks is like winning the Special Olympics. Okay, that's not keeping it clean. Varial heel flip is your weakness, and inward too. So in this video, I tried to varial heel, and it was not pretty, I'll tell you that. Skate Simple says, we want equality. Here's your own series dedicated to only women. Equality would be joining in with the men's battle at the barracks. I don't think anyone wants to watch that. And it's a double-ended sword, right? Because if women competed with the men, it'd just be like, it wouldn't even really be a competition, right? I'm trying to say this and not be too fucking manly about like anti-woman. But if it was women against men, I don't think very many people would tune in, right? Nobody, like, I like the idea of watching a game of skate and let's say it's fucking Chris Cole against Tom Asta. And you're like, oh shit, Chris Cole's OG. He's got like every trick, dude. But he probably doesn't have that many as Tom Asta. And you'd be like, dude, I think fucking Tom's got it. No, I think Chris Cole's got it. And you're like, oh, I don't know. Like, fuck, it could go either way. It depends on who wins the Rochambeau. It could go either way. But if it's like Chris Cole versus Leticia Buffoni, you're like, I'm not going to watch this shit. Are you kidding me? I got fucking hockey game is on right now. Actually, speaking of that, Golden Knights score. They usually don't play right now. Come on.
At the end of the first period, the Golden Knights are losing to the Avalanche, 2-1.
No! No! No, God, no! I bet $3.55 on those goddamn Golden Knights. Anyways, more comments. It was kind of boring in my opinion. Consistently missing tricks. The match was over too quick. That's how it's always going to be. Also, we don't know how many tricks they're editing out. Justin says, women ruin everything that men started. I can land all the tricks they did first try except hard flip, and I wouldn't even be considered good at my local skate park. That's kind of what I'm saying, right? I said that in the video. It's interesting to me that women, once they do a handrail or maybe get good at tray flips, they're suddenly in this position to where you might be able to make a living skateboarding. Yet if you're a man and you tray flip and you're fucking 15 years old, you're still gonna get spit at the skate. Get out of my fucking way, poser. This kid can barely tray flip. Or if you're a chick, it's like, oh God, we need to put you on a billboard. We're flying you to the fucking Fantasy Factory. It's whenever I say that, it sounds like I'm salty, like, oh, they don't deserve it. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that when we do that, I feel like we kind of set the bar low. I feel like, you know, Nyjah would not have kickflip backlipped Hollywood. He wouldn't have done the 270 lip slide down the 16 stair. He wouldn't have done that giant curving 5-0. You know, none of these tricks would be done if all he had to do was tray flip and everyone was like, oh, you're the greatest. You're good, man. like, I feel like men are really pushing it and pushing it and pushing it. And I feel like a lot of women, okay, this is just a theory. I feel like once they start kind of making a living at it, it's kind of like they've hit like a plateau. It's like, well, I'm already making money. No reason to push it too much further. And I think that's, that may not be the case, but that's interesting, right? That's weird. I don't know. Nelson says it's no different in the WNBA. They play in celebrity games, and they're getting blocked by Kevin Hart. I didn't know that. And I think he spelled Kevin Hart wrong, you piece of shit. Little Shaver says women's bodies are not as strong or tough as men's. Louis T says it's going to take a lot of time for women skating to catch up with even just the current level of men skating. But I think it'll get there. And I agree. Right now, the bar is way too low, and it's hurting the sport. There's no physical reason women couldn't land the same tricks as men on flat ground. It's not like you need to be buff to skate. I think it just boils down to there's not enough girls skating. But there's a demand for contests, videos, sponsorships. So even if the chick can just land a tray flip and a sketchy switch flip, everyone acts like it's good enough. That's also a good point, right? I think that the people that are paying these women, you know, Zoomies, Nike, whatever, I think that, like, that's all you need to do. I mean, they need women on their fucking advertisements, right? They can't just fucking have only men. They need to reach that harder to reach demographic. And also, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but this may blow some of you guys' minds, okay, the way the world works. But in a situation like advertising, especially in sports, the hotter chicks are going to get more opportunities. It's been like that in the UFC. We've had some UFC fighters who are fucking broke down, fucking man-looking, ugly bitches that are great fucking fighters that get less opportunity than the Misha Tates of the world. Ronda Rousey was right in the middle. I don't know how she got on, like, Sports Illustrated or whatever, but she was right in the middle. Paige Van Zandt, OG Mickey with another super hot chick that's a fighter. They get a lot more opportunities. I think I read a story. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I think I read a story that Paige Van Zandt makes more money off social media advertising than she does from the UFC. Now, that's not going to happen with a chick like Cyborg. Plus, if your name is Cyborg, then it's not going to happen. But just a comparison to a sport where, actually, speaking of that, women in fighting, that's much newer than women in skateboarding. Yet they, when women fight each other, it's at least like competitive. I don't know. I don't even know what we're really going for here, but let's read a couple more comments and then move on to the next topic. In my opinion, I think it should exist. It's a good opportunity for girls to get their name out there, but it isn't entertaining to watch at all. It's like the WNBA. Jonathan says, sure, they're definitely not as good as the male-sponsored skateboarders, and they might not be as good as so many other unsponsored male skateboarders. But you have to keep in mind, capital letters, that skateboarding is a physical activity and male and female bodies are totally different in the capacity of doing any physical sport. Most of the time, male athletes will just be better at those activities, like skateboarding, just because we are able to have such a higher body strength, for example. Female skateboarders are insane in what they're doing. You just have to stop comparing them with male skateboarders, yo. Later in these comments, somebody makes the observation that women in gymnastics are doing triple million fucking backflips, spinning on these bars, jumping from one bar to the other, grabbing with one fucking arm, buff ass arm, backflip, landing on one foot. These bitches are crazy. Yet in skateboarding, nah, don't really care about it. Nah. You know what I mean? You want to know why? Here's, again, my theory. In gymnastics, the bar... no pun intended. The bar is higher because for you to be a successful female gymnast, you got to kick some fucking ass. Yet in skateboarding, you're gonna fucking land a tray flip. Someone's gonna, give you some free decks and maybe some money after a fucking couple years. You know what I mean? To be a top gymnast, it's very competitive, right? To get into the competition. Now we look at skateboarding, it doesn't seem like there's that same ferocity. the same ferociousness. But I'm down with the idea that maybe there's just not enough female skateboarders yet. And I think Battle to Barracks for Women is a great way to make chicks want to skate, get them interested, let them see where the bar is, because I feel like there's probably a handful of female skateboarders out there right now who are saying, what the fuck? How come I didn't get invited to this shit? These bitches can't even skate switch while I'm sitting here on my couch and I'm better than these chicks. So maybe it'll make them really try to put themselves out there more. Because I used to follow some chicks on YouTube who skated and they were getting pretty good, right? And there was some chicks in Major Crew that were pretty good. They were just going to get better. Where are they? I don't know. I'm not sure. Anyways, whatever. Also, speaking of skateboarding, most dude skateboarders are weak little fucking twig bitches. Okay? You know what I mean? Some of the best skateboarders in the world are weird, awkward, skinny, lanky, crooked back having, non-athletic, drug-using fucking degenerates. That's what some of the best fucking skateboarders are. So I'm not buying the whole idea like, oh, well, men are stronger. That makes them better at skating. No, I think men push each other more. I think the bar is higher. That's my opinion. A couple more comments, then we'll move on. Finesse said the best skaters looked like lesbians. A lot of them are. Some of them have wives. Women have no... What the hell are these comments? Women have no business... I can imagine this guy saying this angrily. Women have no business calling skateboarding a career. It just goes to show that the only woman that's actually making money off this sport is Leticia Buffoni. But the only reason why she's even making money is because she's also a model. Ugh. As well, and obviously everyone knows that. And if you're a girl and you have a pretty face, money just comes easy. Yeah. I think I agree with some of that, except for the very first line, women have no business calling skateboarding a career. Listen, assholes, the more women that skate, the more bitches you can look at when you're at the skate park. You know what I'm saying? That's one of those things. I've heard this in stand-up comedy before, too. When people hate on, like, gay dudes, it's like, what do you mean? That's just one less guy that's going to steal your bitch. You should be happy that there's a bunch of gays out there. Also, chicks riding a skateboard, that's good. They're fucking getting big booty muscles. They're going to be at the skate park hanging out with you. You might fucking build up the courage one day to speak to one. Maybe get your dick wet sometime. Or you could just sit on YouTube and type mean comments. Whatever. Boveldi says, I think it just really blew up in the last couple of years, meaning that there hasn't been a large number of women skaters so far, but now there's more and a lot on a come up. Take Leticia, for instance. Everyone's talking about her. She was the best 3 to 4 years ago, but now, hell nah. I think in like 10 years' time, the skill level will rise big time in women's skating. The bar will be raised accordingly. But as for now, I think you're right. Even the best women skaters aren't really at an unreachable level for basically anyone who's just started skating. Yeah, I mean, exactly. That's all we're going to talk about for Women's Battle to Barracks. But if you guys have thoughts or opinions, go on that video, leave a comment, because I'm definitely spending time reading these comments. I feel like I might learn a little thing or two about, look, I already learned something about the WNBA. All right, you learn something every day. You learn something from you guys. You guys learn something from me. Speaking about learning things, you guys are about to just learn right now that I am now the speedrun champion of a game called Super Chefy World Deluxe. Today, I just beat the world record right before we played this. So big round of applause for me. Shout out to me. Everything's going great for me. If you happen to be a true fucking supporter, my dog, my fucking dog, then you guys will be happy to know that we have new merchandise, Ninja Lifestyle t-shirts and hoodies and more. And it's easy to find. Look at this logo. It's got a scooter on it because that's my favorite sport. Scooter riders have really done a lot for my channel over the years, so I wanted to give back to them. And got a cool logo on there. Big, bold, beautiful letters. Same font I use in my thumbnails. Pretty basic. Okay, it's basic, but basically I want you guys to be walking billboards for Ninja Lifestyle. Okay? Plus, every time somebody asks what that is, they're going to be like, hey, dude, like, you fuck with ICP? Whoop, whoop. Ninja lifestyle. Fucking juggalos for life. Juggalo for life, dog. Juggalo till I'm dead in the ground with the clowns. Yeah, if you guys want to support in any way, watch any of my YouTube videos. And at the bottom of the screen, it'll have a picture of these t-shirts. You can buy them. I think they're also probably somewhere on this Twitch page. So, whatever. It's good stuff on there. New merchandise. Also, speaking of new things happening, check out this Cake Muscle deck. I finally am about to order them. I've already ordered everything I need to make decks similar to this. We're going to be able to cut a little bit of cost. I talked to you guys about this last week, and it's becoming a reality. I'm going to do a very small run first. So if you want to be one of the first people to get your hands on them, then just stay tuned to my social media, my Instagram, and shit like that. They should, cross your fingers now. Cross your fucking fingers. They should be here in 2 to 3 weeks. So that'll be swell. I'm also going to be selling grip tape. I just bought a big roll of grip tape the other day so that I can sell it to you guys for a slightly more expensive price. I make about 50 cents every time I sell you guys grip tape, so let's keep that money fucking rolling in. If you guys are listening to the podcast rather than watching it, it's basically sort of like a New York style graffiti deck, and each one is going to be hand painted or maybe stenciled. I'm not sure how we're going to do it. It's not going to be heat transferred, so it's not going to look like a super professional job, but it's going to be dope as fuck. You guys are going to have to take my word for it. Okay, you're going to have to take my word for it. We're going to make this good, and we're going to do it and save you guys a buck. Save you guys a buck, save me a buck, and then we can all not give a fuck. Am I right? Oh, hell yeah, brother. God damn it. Now, on to what else is going on in my life. I saw the movie The Joker. Oh, spooky. You know, like Batman and shit. Pretty good movie. A lot of people didn't like it. Here's something I've noticed a couple of times lately on social media. I saw the movie El Camino, and a lot of people said, I didn't fucking like it, man. I thought it was going to be like Breaking Bad. And I'm like, dude, it's not fucking called Breaking Bad. It wasn't advertised as Breaking Bad. It's nothing like that. You guys are just fucking overhyping this shit in your own fucking mind and then letting yourself down, you dumb fucking idiots. Now, same thing with the Joker. I seen a lot of people online posting like, oh, no, kind of boring, not enough action, no Batman was in it. No. Even Rotten Tomatoes, I've seen some real fucking asshole critics, which a lot of the things I read, I actually agreed with. But I'm not going to spoil anything for you guys. It's a pretty cool movie. So if you guys haven't seen The Joker, I would recommend it. If you liked, a lot of people are comparing it to Taxi with Robert De Niro, which ironically, Robert De Niro is in the Joker movie. And I don't know, the movie has a couple of twists and turns, and makes you feel bad, then it makes you laugh a little bit, and it makes you kind of root for the bad guy. And I'll tell you one thing, I've never been a huge like fan of the Joker. I never really watched the Batman movies too seriously. You know, I'll watch it if it's on TV, but I've never watched it from like beginning to end, the one with the Joker or whatever. I just know at some point they're like, you blow up the people, or you blow up the prisoners, and they're like, no, we're not blowing up anything. I just remember that part. So I don't know what that has to do with anything. I don't know why we're bringing it up. We've really gone on a rambling excursion here that had no end. But I see people with like the Joker tattoo, and I'm like, oh, cool, like you really fucking like that movie. But now that I've seen the movie The Joker, I can kind of see why people would relate to this character. Joaquin Phoenix does a great fucking job. He does a great job in almost every movie that I've seen him in. Most recently, he was in the Johnny Cash movie. Not that was recent, but it was on TV like 2 nights ago, so I was watching it. He's also in a chick flick called Her. If you guys are having a date with your chick, you want a nice chilled out movie, quiet, like chill movie, drink some wine, check it out. It's about this guy who dates his cell phone. Now you think like, oh, that's fucking lame, a guy dating his cell phone? No. They do it really like poetically. It's a really nice movie if you like Joaquin Phoenix. And if Batman is the first time you've seen him in a movie, I would definitely recommend you checking it out. So definitely, Benny says Jokers is now on my to watch list. Yeah, definitely check it out. What else happened? Oh, The Lion King. Okay. Me and Lily been watching movies for this past week. She had the whole week off work. So we went to see The Joker. And then we see all these other advertisements for movies. And I remember, you know what we never saw? The Lion King. They have a Lion King that's live action now. It's no longer a cartoon. And I thought to myself, what the fuck? This is going to be terrible. There's no way they can do like CGI animation to make lions look real. All these fucking animals and snakes and mooses. There's moose. There's fucking birds flying. And they actually did a really, really good job on The Lion King. So even if you're a slightly kind of a fan of Lion King, the cartoon, then you definitely have to check out the live action Lion King. It just came out on Blu-ray. This is not an advertisement, but when I saw the commercial that it came out on Blu-ray, I knew that I would be able to find it online. So I'm not telling you guys what to do, but if you use the search button and you know what you're doing, you know your way around the internet, you can find a nice way to watch it in HD. And it's a great movie. Also in my life, I just watched The Barracks yesterday. Don't watch them too much. In fact, in the pre-show today, I went on a big rant about how I don't really like the 9 Club. Not that it's bad, okay? If you like it, then you like that style of podcast. I don't like that style of podcast. I also don't like the Joe Rogan Show because it's a style of podcasting that's a little slower. It's more conversating, less the people trying to entertain the viewer. So that's why I said I don't really care for it. But I was on The Barracks and I saw this guy, Andy Anderson. Now, a couple years ago, somebody tried to tell me about Andy Anderson. And I was like, oh, okay, like, cool. And this person was like, yeah, that's my friend from, like, Portland or whatever. Like, we're cool. He's really good. And I'm like, okay, like, cool. I've heard of him. Like, he's kind of like a freestyler or something. Now, that was probably, like, 3 or 4 years ago. Now, this motherfucker's all over Instagram. He's so fucking, so good at everything. Just a pleasure to watch that guy skate. He skates the fucking bowl contests. He can do stairs. He can do rails. He can do tranny. He can do ledges. He can do manuals. This guy can do everything. He can do hipster tricks. And on The Barracks, if you guys haven't seen this, it blew my mind. He jumped onto a rail, stationary, boom, landed on the rail, did a Nadas spin, which is like the fire hydrant spin, spins around 360, fucking stops, then teeter-totters his shit up, rolls down the rail, front foot impossible's out. And this is not a flat bar. This is like 4-stair rail, the one at the Barracks, the one they skate in the line, the first one. And it's fucking awesome. So if you guys haven't seen that, or if you've never heard of that guy, I feel like try to add a little bit of skating content into these podcasts every week. If you guys haven't heard of this guy, Andy Anderson. All you have to do is remember Andy, and the rest is just the same word with Durson at the end, right? Andy and then Anderson. It don't make no sense. I know. I don't understand it either, but the guy's good. Oh, and here's the kicker. He wears a fucking helmet like a goddamn loser. Ha! Am I right? Fucking idiot. Josh Katz. You know what? Remember the movie Twins, where it had like Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger? That's what Andy Anderson is to Josh Katz. Josh Katz is just like the fat, slob, shitty skateboarder. Andy Anderson is fucking just in there terminating fucking rails, being good. The Battle of the Helmets. That's what it is. If you guys haven't heard of that movie, you gotta check it out. It's these people were twins, but one was like a genetic freak, and one just got all like the shitty genes. Oh man. Good movie. I think there's also a movie where fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger like gets pregnant and has a baby. Now, I might be making that up, but I'm pretty sure. Dude, the 90s was a crazy time when you get this guy who's like fucking multiple time world's fucking Mr. Olympia champion bodybuilder, and now he's on TV giving birth. What happened? The movie was called Junior. Thank you, Gyges. Everyone knows more than me about movies. This is the great part about doing a podcast with the chat. Every time I have a brain fuck, then someone in the chat can help me remember. Anyways, let's move on to the news. Let's try to get through these articles pretty quickly. Henderson police officer shoots and kills mother, suspected of stabbing a boy. Now, the police officer didn't shoot and kill his mother. It's a mother suspected of stabbing a boy. Can you imagine if the police officer came home, had to shoot his own mother? Now, that would be a fucking story, and I read about this, but I don't know what is going on here, so let's read. Henderson police said... Okay, by the way, Henderson is the nice part of Las Vegas, where all the rich people stay at. It also has some ghetto areas, too, but I swear I went to this place called Anthem one time. I was going to the skate park, and you have to go through a waterfall to get to the skate park. It fucking pissed me off how much money they got over there in that area. Henderson police said one of its officers shot and killed a mother involved in a, quote, violent domestic incident on Monday. According to Lieutenant Kirkmore, the victim of the incident called 911 to report it, and the call disconnected. Ooh. Officers were sent to the 10,000 block of Southeastern Avenue. Okay, this might be a ghetto area. I know Eastern gets pretty shitty over there. On arrival, they found an agitated woman. They found her 7-year-old son. 7? With multiple stab wounds. Oh, shoot that bitch, man. The boy was taken to UMC, underwent emergency surgery. A struggle ensued, and an officer fired at her. She was taken to Sunrise Hospital, where she died. Details of the incident between the mother and boy were unclear. This was the 4th officer involved in the shooting for Henderson. It's fucking October. They only had 4 shootings out there. How nice must it be to just be over there? Just, one shooting every 4 months? Fuck, dude, I'd be sitting pretty. I wouldn't be afraid of shit. But this is crazy. First off, here's what I like. Here's what I like about equality. If you are a crazy person, whether you're a woman or a man or black or Mexican or white in Las Vegas, Metro doesn't give a fuck. If you're acting crazy, they will fucking shoot you. They do it all the time. This is only the 4th shit in Henderson, but if you take the whole other part of Las Vegas, because there's all these little cities, right, that they sprinkle around. There's like Spring Valley, Las Vegas. North Las Vegas is a separate one. Then there's like Summerlin, Anthem. There's, what's that one with the A? Aliante, Green Valley. These are all like kind of Las Vegas, but they all have different names or what you know what I'm fucking saying, man. So Las Vegas, don't fuck with Metro, okay? They don't fucking care. They shoot anybody. Here in Las Vegas, there's some violent, bad motherfuckers. They don't give a fuck. So that happened. Here's my thing. You stab a kid, you get shot, you die. It's a good story. That's good. That's good. It's good entertainment, right? You can't be stabbing kids. You're probably a terrible person, Mom. You need medicine, you need help. You need to not hurt kids, you piece of shit. Dave Chappelle to be honored with the Mark Twain Prize for American Humor. Was Mark Twain like a comedy guy? I thought he wrote books. I don't know. Dave Chappelle is set to receive the Mark Twain Prize for American Humor on Sunday. A lineup of entertainers includes Chappelle's writing partner Neil Brennan, Common, Bradley Cooper, Tiffany Haddish, John Legend, Chrissy Teigen, Lorne Michaels, Trevor Noah, Jon Stewart, and others. Blah, 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 blah. Previous winners were Richard Pryor, great. Jonathan Winters, Carl Reiner, Whoopi Goldberg, okay. Lily Tomlin, Lorne Michaels, Steve Martin, okay. George Carlin, okay. Tina Fey, okay. Will Ferrell, there you go. Ellen DeGeneres is not funny. Carol Burnett, Bill Murray, David Letterman, and Julia Louis-Dreyfus. Anyways, so I only clicked this because I wanted to remind you guys that if you haven't seen the new Dave Chappelle stand-up, you have to see it. It's great. It's clever. It's awesome. There's a bunch of naughty words in there that people don't like to hear, people don't like to say, and Chappelle makes jokes about everything. It will make you laugh, and if it makes you offended, then you should go stab a kid, because I don't want you on this earth anymore. I'm joking. It's just really good. It offended a lot of people, especially from the LGBTQIA plus community. I don't know how I knew all those letters. I think I just see it so often online. But yeah, speaking of online, hashtag Liquid Gang. Okay, this is an advertisement for Liquid Gang. I'm done. I'm done taking solid poops. I'm not taking solid shits. I'm taking liquid fucking poops because I'm fucking Liquid Gang till I fucking die. So every time you guys are taking a poop, fucking in it. Ends up being hashtag Liquid Gang. You get on Twitter, you get on Instagram, and you fucking throw up the hashtag Liquid Gang in this bitch. Gang, 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 gang. I ain't taking no fucking solid shit no more, man. That shit's for the birds. That shit's for the fucking birds, Liquid Gang. Motherfucker. Let's go on next. Las Vegas among most haunted cities in America. Now, can we agree? My viewers, my friends, my supporters, my people, my common folk, those of you who I would have a beer with, who I would share a Wiener Schnitzel hot dog with if we had a coupon for it. Those of you who I would hang out with on a daily basis. All of you guys. We all have something in common. We like skateboarding. We like video games. We get along with each other. Can we agree that this shit is always fake? Can we please agree? I went to the Zach Baggins Haunted Museum, and they had a whole thing on this woman who created a device that would make noises if there was like a ghost in the room. And all it was, I would have loved, I would have loved to just have an electrician come in here and just be like, oh, nope, it's just a blinking light, and here's a little sound thing that makes a buzz noise. It's on a loop, so it just buzzes for about 15 seconds, and then it loops around. That's pretty much all it is. Yeah, I had my fucking, I put my kid in electric camp, and he made like 5 of these. That's what I want to happen. I want the guy to get in there, just fucking pull out his suspenders. I've seen this. Yep, no, this is not a ghost finder. This is just a little noise maker on a loop. That's what that, oh, and it blinks. Yeah, that's just, it just blinks. That's all it is. Doesn't have anything to do with magnetic fields. Doesn't have anything to do with radio signals. Just some fucking thing that makes noises and blinks. That's what it is. Open it up. Look in there. Yep, there's the transistor. There's the battery. Probably got to change that because this is a very basic machine. And this woman gets like a plaque on the wall for creating this magical device that fucking can see ghosts, pissing me the fuck off. Oh, I hate it. I fucking hate it. I watch Ghost Hunters. Now, I've worked on the sets of like, little projects and shit. And when I went on American Ninja Warrior, I saw how they film different things. And I've been editing and creating videos for my whole life. You can clearly see when shit is scripted because these people, if they were good actors, they wouldn't be on a ghost show, right? If they were good at acting, if they could play the part and make you believe that they're really like haunted, if they were better at acting, they'd be a fucking actor. They wouldn't be stuck on that shit, right? You guys remember all those repo shows like where like they go to repo a car and then like the woman like grabs the steering wheel and lifts the car up or something. All that shit is staged. It's fucking ridiculous. Isn't there one where, oh, this is the greatest one. You guys should type this shit in. I'm going to show you in the post show, or if anyone can find the link of it. There was this security guard, repo person or whatever. And at one point she got thrown off of a bridge or something. She got thrown off of like a parking garage, landed on the ground, gets up angry, goes back and like fucks the dude up. It's when you watch things like that, you go, oh, clearly staged and super fake. I see now. Now, every time I watch one of these ghost shows, it's the exact same thing. I can see some of these words were like pre-recorded. I can see all this bullshit, and I just can't fucking watch it. These are the most haunted cities in the United States. Savannah, Georgia, New Orleans, Louisiana, Fort Collins, Colorado, Santa Cruz, California. Princess Schlill is right here in the chat. What's the score right now? Las Vegas, Nevada is the 5th most haunted place. Why? Probably because Zach Baggins, the fucking ghost guy, made a house here. Big fucking deal. Austin, Texas, San Francisco. You know what? Can somebody explain to me why the top 20 most haunted cities are also the top 20 most tourist attractions? Probably also the top 20 like best restaurants. All you did was just make a bunch of random fucking popular places. Jesus Christ, I hate this shit. Oh my God, that's all I got for the news. Nothing more for us here to talk about. A little bit shorter of a podcast today, but if you're watching live, don't go anywhere. I'm going to be playing some awesome, very difficult video games. If you showed up late today, then don't worry, the podcast comes out on Sunday on iTunes, on Podbean, on YouTube. Let me go ahead and shout out everybody who supported today. M. Brown is our newest follower. Waxer Zero donated $20. Ron, stop. Also donated 500 bits. I greatly appreciate you guys. I do my best to entertain you guys and play games that are interesting and fun for me and fun for you. Also, Keith King coming in clutch, coming in late with the 500 bits. I appreciate all you guys. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and shout everybody out right now. Princess Schlill, Benny46 Drift, Gaius, Pat Not the Bunny, Recon 19 Delta, OG Mickey. Delta, I got to watch that video after the podcast. VGK could maybe bring it back. No, they won't. Keith King, Ring-a-ting, Bing, Ding, Bing, Bing, Bum Boy, TSA Skater, Gaius, Benny, Keith King. I always appreciate you guys for being here. I wouldn't mind if the podcast grew a little bit and got a little bit more popular, right? Then I could get these $5 more often. So how do we do that? Well, tell a friend about the podcast. Brighten somebody's day, okay? Maybe you're the type of person who wants to watch Joe Rogan be all quiet, but I'm out here yelling, I'm sweating, I'm coming up with topics, I'm making jokes, I'm giving away free goddamn products just because you watch Lion King. And I feel like we have a cool show here. So I would appreciate it if you guys continued to support and fucking ramp it up. People, bump those numbers up. You guys can find me on social media, Instagram at Black Ninja LV. You guys can find me on YouTube. Type in Ninja Lifestyle. We upload 4, sometimes 5 videos per day. If you have some thoughts on women's battle at the barracks, go on to today's video on Ninja Lifestyle. It's called, Is the Bar Too Low? I think is the name of the video. You guys can comment on there your thoughts. Let me know what you thought about the Joker. Is it a good movie? Is it a bad movie? Did they go too far? Was there too many close-ups on people's faces? Was there too much blank space? Maybe. I don't know. Also, check out Andy Anderson. I don't know this guy personally, but very entertaining skateboarder. Check out Dave Chappelle. Don't forget that shit. Don't stab kids. Buy a Ninja Lifestyle t-shirt. It's at the bottom of every YouTube video, and cake muscles are coming soon. God damn it, motherfucker. What? Let's play that intro now. Randy Anderson. What if his name was Mandy? Randy Anderson. Brandy Anderson. Bitch.